Hello, mini lovers. Today I wanted to show you something that I got off of Amazon. I'm not really sure how I found out about this, so I think it might have been from Ara. She might have been talking about Amanda Gatton. Gatton. I don't know how you say that. I think that's where I saw it from, and it might not have been this particular book, but I did go on Amazon and I searched Amanda's name, and a whole bunch of books came up. So I wanted to show you what this is. This is 1/12 scale dollhouse miniatures that are Gothic or Halloween, and I am planning on doing, starting in September, working on a Halloween, let's just say diorama, I guess it would be. And I thought that some of these things in this book would be very helpful. So what I wanted to do was, I'm showing you this now, so if you wanted to get one, to go to Amazon. I have no affiliation with it at all. If you just want to get it and follow along with me when I do it, that would be great. I'm going to show you some of the things in here, and I'll let you know as we go through what I'm planning on using. Could be more than that, but we'll see. So the thing about this is that it's all, it's so nicely done, this book. If you haven't seen one, maybe you should check one out. There's a whole bunch of different kinds. There's not just for Halloween or holidays. There's other things. It's all about, there's paper dolls also, which I thought was neat, but that's for another day. She gives a whole nice instructions on how to use the book, and then here's where you see this one is a coffin pram for a 1/12 scale, and it gives you all the little cutouts. Now she says to you can practice by copying it and printing it out, make like a little mock-up, which is probably what I'll do. But she also says that when you do your final, because of course it has the nice glossy prints on it and stuff, and I'm sorry about the glare, but I do need some overhead lighting, and it's just a shiny book, that you should glue it to cardstock. So that is what I am going to do, and she didn't mention it, but I think for the Gothic reasons, I picked up some black cardstock. That's really nice quality that I will end up gluing this to. Oh, there's Fettuccine trying to get in the act. So here is a rocking horse. So you see, all the work is done for you. You just have to really cut it out, precisely. So a good pair of scissors would be good. All this fussy cutting. There's like checkerboard over here. This page is Dollhouse Toys for Peculiar Children. Here's an Xbox at the bottom here. So each page is something different. Obviously, the page that you would be cutting out is left blank on the back, unless, I think somewhere down the road, there's a two-sided page where one is the front and the back. So here is a Gothic dollhouse for the Gothic dollhouse. So that's really, really cute. And this is inside and outside walls. And then these are the floors. Okay, now there's a cat sitting on my shoulder. Here's a Jack-in-the-Box. I definitely think that I will be doing the dollhouse anyway at some point, but might not be this Halloween. Might be it for a different video. This is a baby doll cradle. Just some cute vintage pictures. Now this is what I really wanted. These are books. So let me give you a little close-up, because they are minis and they're tiny. So like here's the cover of the book, and here are the pages, the interior pages. So maybe you use the cardstock for the cover and you just use the pages. Then they fold. You cut the strip out and they fold up, and you can glue them into your book. So here's the same thing. This is like a comic book, which is kind of cool. And this is the cover. So there's a whole bunch of them. and they're pretty cool. But this one is Spooky Dollhouse Books for Peculiar Children. So these are more children book based. But if you continue on, you'll see some more. This is a dollhouse coffin. I'm not wild about the skeleton mermaid. It's cute, but it's not something that I would do. So maybe I would just cover that, you know, or cut it out and just use the shape and make my own lid for a coffin. Here's the interior, and you can see these are all tabs that would fold up and you would glue together with the little tabs. So if you're familiar with any paper dolls or any paper crafting, really, you can, you know, easily figure out that you fold and glue and that kind of thing. So here's the other cover for that one. Again, like I said, I would probably not use the mermaid. Maybe I'd use a different image or make my own. This is a hidden compartment Bible. I can only imagine the cutting that you'd need to do to cut out each one of these boxes to make it hollow. But that's such a cool idea, and I do love the cover. I kind of wish it wasn't a Bible. I wish it was more like a you know, spells book or something like that. This is a Dollhouse Plague Doctor Accessories. This is a doctor bag. This is the outside. This is the inside. There's handles. You know, and again, you could use your own little maybe wire handles or something. You can change it. You can always change. It's up to you what you like. Or you can just go by the book and do it like she says. Then this one. Now these are creepy books. Multi-size. Now, you can't really make this out. I mean, maybe if you had a super magnifying glass, you could. But it's cool. It looks like words. And there's some very cool images, creepy stuff. Again, sorry about the glare. Maybe I should turn off my ceiling light. But it's really a nice quality pages and stuff. And again, if you printed this out, you can, you know, make as many copies as you wanted of each one. If you have a good quality scanner. So this is, this must be, it must be from Era that I heard about this. Here is the handbook for the recently deceased. I believe she might have sent one, a finished one to Era. And here's like the interior page, the inside cover, and all of the words. This up here, it says the Raven. Oh, this looks like Edgar Allan Poe. Here it is. It's upside down. I can't read it, but oh, here, complete works of Edgar Allan Poe. So here's the Raven and Annabel Lee. This is down here's the Hocus Pocus book. With all the Hocus Pocus. That's pretty cool. There's a lot of different things in here. I'm not going to show you every single book, but here's more tiny creepy books. So here's a tiny handbook for the recently deceased, and a tinier Edgar Allan Poe book. This says Essential R.L. Stine 112. So these are different R.L. Stine books. More R.L. Stine books. The Twilight series. The Twilight series again. So you get the idea. Now here's Halloween masks. Moving on to something different. Again, there's tips on this page, but most of the pages are blank on the other side of the printouts. Here's mushrooms and ravens and skulls and signs, Pet Cemetery, Elm Street, Transylvania sign, and they have the front and the back. So if you want to put it on like a skewer or something and make a sign. Here's really cool images of bats, so I will be using some of those in conjunction with some other ideas that I have. Here are some, sorry, a cat just jumped on my back. Here are some, I guess these are, yeah, treat bags. More skulls and little banners that say things and that kind of thing. More little banners. This is a unicorn head mount. Probably won't be using that. Maybe I will. I don't know. We'll see how it comes out. But here's the witch's legs from... Here's some potion bottles. This Book of Shadows book is really cool, so that'll be probably something that I will be using. Really nice stuff. I'm going to start breezing through this pretty quickly. When you get your own, you can sit and look at it all, but there's some skeletons. Again, they're really cute. Not for what I'm doing, but they are really cute. Here's some black butterflies. I don't know what these things are because I'm going to try... Oh, these labels? There might be some labels. Yeah, see now... Oh, here you go. Here's an example. These are two-sided things. There's all kinds of things. There's labels, there's banners, a whole page of bats, which is really awesome. There's a lot of bats in here. There's crows. Here's another whole page of really cool bats. So a lot of skulls and spiders, mushrooms, and more potion bottles, which are really cool. This one's really cool. I'm going to try and figure out a way maybe to wrap them on and make them a little more 3D. Here's some bones that happen to look like rawhides instead of doggy rawhides to me instead of real bones, but they're cute. This is the interior to a coffin. Here's the exterior to a coffin. And she sticks some butterflies and frogs, and so, you know, there's a lot of, it's not just one thing on a page. There's a lot of, here's a headstone and like a little monument for an angel monument for a grave. More headstones. I'm going to try and bring them up to close so you can see. I mean, they're really cool looking. This one says, "Here lies John Yeast. Pardon me for not rising. Here lies Lester Moore. Took 4 slugs from a 44. No less, no more." This one says, "I told you I was sick." So there's some comedy in our gothicness. Here's a casket base. So if you were making like a mausoleum or something. Here's a casket exterior. Let's show you what you... There's a cat rubbing on my arm while I'm trying to hold the book. So it's just cool how it's got like that mossy look to it. And you could probably just follow suit and put some flocking on there, make it really mossy. There's again more statues. There's a fettuccine. So like I said, if you want to follow along with me, or you just want to get the book, I figured I would show you guys. But I will be making some videos on the making of some of these things. And I wanted you to get a look. Now, I don't remember what I paid for the book. I want to say it was somewhere between $20 and $25 on Amazon. Paper mess. So here's just a bunch of papers, like documents and stuff. Oh. Here's an antique radio. Again, there's ways to make this more 3D if you wanted, instead of just front and back. Oh, you're getting in my way. Scarecrow. There's a bunch of pumpkins in here too, I think. There they are. That looks pretty cool. So you can make them kind of round and 3D. I wish some of the bottles were like that. Here's some portraits. Here's, ow, it scratched me. I gave them each a catnip mouse so that I could keep them up preoccupied. Okay, and here's back to the unicorn. So that's it, guys. There's hundreds of accessories. It's a DIY cut and assemble book, and I thought you guys would really be interested in that to follow along. In September, once we hit September, I'm going to start working on my Halloween diorama. So I'm going to take a little break. Maybe not. I might do some stuff in the regular dollhouse, but I am going to work on this and some other things for a Halloween diorama, which I've been looking forward to and collecting things for almost since I started my channel. So stay tuned for that video. I hope you guys like this. Have a good day. Bye.